Hi everyone. Today I wanted to read you one of my most favorite books of all time. The story is called Where the Wild Things Are, and it's written and illustrated. Story and pictures are by Maurice, Sendak. Now, just looking at this cover, I'll put it closer for you, and then I'm going to show you the title page as well. Do you think this story is nonfiction real or fiction fake? Look at the pictures. What do you think? Nonfiction real or fiction fake? It's gonna be fiction fake, right? We have some crazy monsters looking in here. So this one's gonna be fiction fake. While I'm reading it, what I want you to pay attention to is the illustrations or the pictures. Maurice Sendak, he did both the words and the pictures, does an excellent job of bringing you into this new world and kind of making the pictures show that. So, while I'm reading, I want you to pay attention to the pictures. This story is called Where the Wild Things Are. Where the Wild Things Are. Let me see it. Good. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him a wild thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up!" And so he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until the ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And a private boat tumbled by for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of a week, and over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, the wild things roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and they showed their terrible claws, until Max said, "Be still!" and tamed them all with the magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And the wild things were frightened and called Max the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Looks like they're dancing a little bit, dancing in the moon. Swaying from the trees. Looks like they're all having fun. Maybe marching in a line, marching in a parade with Max there on his back. Do that. "Now stop," said Max. And he sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. And then, from far away, all across the world, he smelled something good to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. And the wild things roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and they showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And he sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still And